What's up, guys? Wanted to record a video. It's Tesla Tuesday, but because we're closed Thursday, we're actually going to go live tonight for my normal midweek recap. Going to be tonight, so instead of Tesla Tuesday video tonight, we're going to do it now. In fact, I'm actually watching. I'm about to take a position. Give me 1 second. Just right as I was hitting record, I'm actually going to buy the 550 calls. I like buying just right at the money, a couple dollars out. I think that's the cheap spot. So I'm going to grab the December 24th 550 calls. Where we at? Let's go. Hopefully that fills. One second. All right, so our TOS even still is open. I can show you the Greeks at least. So right here, right at the money. I need to up mine. My limit price is 44, but it looks like I'm going to jump it to. I'm going to do 44.50. What's the last ad? All right, we'll let that go. I say that I'm actually going to jump it to 44.75. Never mind, just filled at 44.50, so we're good. So anyway, I just took that position. So to explain this particular one, deltas, right? So 53. Basically, I'll control almost the same as I'll make the same profit as somebody having 53 shares of this particular ticker. Theta, I'll lose $76 a day. Just taken right off the top, but it's right at the money. So if I'm ever going to buy options, if I'm going to trade naked contracts like this, I like buying at the money because you can see as we creep up into this, it spools up rather quickly. And then as we start to go here, you start to lose. You'll take the brunt of it right here, but you'll lose less and less as we creep down. This is also your percentage chance of it, expiring at the money. About a 53% chance we expire at or above 550. So nothing's above 550. In fact, I just paid, what we just paid for it? $44. So just paid $44. So I need Tesla to actually break even. We need to jump up. Oh, 44. Not $44 from 550. So I need Tesla to break even to go from here to 94, 594. 594. I guess this is going to be an options video. Man, hang on a second. Now that gives a different story. To December 24th, 494. So I need this stock to at least do this just to break even. That's its trend I currently need it to do. And do we think Tesla's going to do it? Right now, it looks a little up there. So if we're going to talk about Tesla right now, all we've seen is kind of just gaps and push up. And when it pushes up, sometimes it just goes sideways. I drew this zone out last night. We kind of watched this yesterday in the Mentorship group. So we're talking about this. So when we opened this morning, I actually did lock some contracts in. I'm in shares and calls. I locked some contracts in. And bought the dip down here. And one of the, in fact, I tried playing around with it a little bit more in a different account up here. So I've been in nothing but calls. And the shares have kind of just let them ride. I haven't really been playing any games with those. I do think we're still going to be bullish. I know it's up there, but if we just kind of compare to what's done before, Tesla's done this many times. So you think from here to here is just a big move. That must be the ceiling. Oh, there we go. We've done it here. We could see some sideways action, maybe sell off. We've done it here, and then we doubled the move. We've also done it down here, but a little bit more. Just created that little bull flag right there. So Tesla's done this many times before. which is why, and joining into the S&P with a lot of funds, inevitably, guys, it doesn't matter. You can say that's up, you can say it's too high, you can say whatever you want, but joining the S&P, those fund managers will have to have this. And this is something I told the mentorship group, and Fat Man Zoom, if you guys know him from Own the Chaos, the guy who does my thumbnails, I told him, I said, I think the shorts are about to learn a hard lesson in supply and demand. There's about to be a whole lot of demand for this, which is inevitably going to drive it up. This doesn't happen often, but when it does, you just got to understand it's going to run its course. There's still manipulation they can do, but even when we jump on the options chains, let's go to this week. This week there's 33.6 million options contracts in calls, right? And I think there was a put today. Tesla, 180,000, 2 orders. Okay, that tells you. So you guys are so stuck on manipulation, and institutions can play games with you guys, right? They're here to make money. They're not here to ruin your life. They don't care about you. They don't know you even exist. So, yeah, hate to break it to you, no one knows you're even there or cares. That's the hard truth. So it's their job as an institution to make money. How do they make money? Well, they can take the low-hanging fruit and rip off the retail crew, do a stop hunt on them, they can run it down, or they can just jump on the train, right? If the train's going to roll and go from point A to point B, why do they need to mess with the little guy? And it looks like right now everyone's just piling into this. Looks like they're getting their order on. So it looks like they're ready for it to go up. Last week was 58.2 million in calls and 1.2 million in puts. One expired, one's a 430 put. That's a hedge. Could be. A whole lot of nothing. So you tell me, guys, is that going to just sell off? The worst news we could hear right now is dilution. They're going to add on more shares. But for the remaining of this week, I think I'm still bullish. We can jump down to these smaller time frames, and you can see we're getting a little dip buys. But that's kind of it. You get an hour to this outside, and that's been a dip almost, literally every time. It'd be hard for you to be red on this. For you to be long and red in Tesla, you would have to actually try. You'd have to actually buy at the peak and make sure you sold at the bottom before it turned around. I think we're going to, and I'm actually, I'm just going to play that trend until it changes. The trend is your friend until it's not. If there's one thing I drew out in the mentorship group last night, I think we jumped on the hourly. The candle people are going to freak out about this. Almost making a wedge pattern. We'll see. Bears, you're probably hanging on to that. Like, oh no, it's making a wedge. It's going to sell off. I promise it's going to happen. Look at that. It's bearish. And you're just short the whole time. Either way, as far as my outlook for Tesla goes, I'm still bullish. I don't want it breaking this yellow zone right here. This purple zone's been a dip buy, so I'll be alerted there. I don't even want that on my charts. The options play I just took, I'm still in other options calls. I still have my 500 strike calls. I still have my shares. The one I just took at the beginning of this was the 550 calls. I just needed to do that to break even, but I'll likely be in and out of that a couple times. I'm keeping my shares. I'm day trading options on this because I too think it's up, but at the same time, like I just said, the trend's your friend, and it's just rocking up. As soon as we break out pre-market highs, that's what I'm watching right now. I bet we see another leg up. So we either reject here and we do sell off, maybe we come down to this yellow zone or purple zone, which again would just be a dip buy for me as well. I might actually add some shares if we were to drop down here. But right now, kind of watching pre-market highs. See if we can't get above that. It's just seen as a resistance intraday. I'm recording this right now about 10:30 my time, and as I've traded throughout just my career, things have always kind of made. We usually, if they make a push all morning, right around now is when I see things typically start to turn around. It's just something I've noticed in my trading in general. So we'll see if that's going to happen here, or if we're just going to create that little 15-minute bull flag and break out up. Either way, I am bullish. Going to go live tonight. We're going to talk about this position I just took and how it turned out and how I managed it. And I'll break down all the futures, where I think we're going, the vaccine news, all of that in tonight's live stream. We will go live 7 o'clock Central Time. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and I will see you guys there.